Welcome to JobBridge's Japanese Language Training Center. We provide an online tutorial for people who aspires to work in Japan. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to keep you updated on our lessons to help you master Japanese language in no time.
Konnichiwa! Hi everyone! We're now already on lesson 28. So let's start. The first sentence pattern that I want to teach you is verb 1, mass form changed to nagara, verb 2. Again, that's verb 1 from the mass form changed to nagara, verb 2. So what is this sentence pattern for? This sentence pattern means that one person does two different actions, which is verb 1 and verb 2, at the same time. The action denoted by verb 2 is the more emphasized of the two actions, meaning verb 2 is your main action while verb 1 is just your other action while doing the verb 2. So let's check the example. Ongaku wo kikinagara shokuji shimasu. Again, ongaku wo kikinagara shokuji shimasu. I listen to music while eating. So, notice that the mass form of to listen is kikimasu. So, we change kikimasu to kikinagara to make it the verb 1. So, in this sentence, the main action is eating. But while the speaker is eating, he or she is listening to music. Again, the verb 2 here is the main action, which is the shokuji shimasu or eating. So, let's say that again. Ongaku wo kikinagara shokuji shimasu. I listen to music while eating. Now, this sentence pattern is also used when two actions take place over a period of time. Example, hataraki nagara nihongo wo benkyou shite imasu. Again, hataraki nagara nihongo wo benkyou shite imasu. I'm working and studying Japanese. So during a certain period and still continuously, the speaker is studying Japanese while working or working and studying Japanese at the same time. Now, in this sentence pattern, the studying or the nihongo benkyou shite imasu is the verb 2, which means that is the main action. But the secondary action is, or while he or she is studying Japanese language, he is also working. Wakarimashita? Again, the verb 1 here is the working or hatarakimasu, which is changed into hataraki nagara. And the main action, the verb 2, is the benkyou shite imasu or the studying of the Japanese language. Wakarimashita minasan? Now, let me teach you another way to use the sentence pattern verb te form imasu. Again, verb te form imasu. So, how do we use this in another sentence? So, an individual's customary action is expressed by this sentence pattern. A customary action in the past is expressed by using verb te form imashita. Again, verb te form imasu is used for an individual's customary action, but a customary action in the past is expressed by using verb te form imashita. Notice the mashita, which means a past action. Example, Maiasa jaggingu wo shite imasu. Again, Maiasa jaggingu wo shite imasu. Here, the speaker's customary action is jogging, which is, yes, he is doing this every morning. That's why we use the shite imasu pattern. Again, Maiasa jaggingu wo shite imasu, or I jog every morning. Now, let's use this for a customary action in the past. Kodomo no toki, maiban 8 ji ni nette imashita. Again, Kodomo no toki, maiban 8 ji ni nette imashita. I used to go to bed at 8 every evening when I was a child. So notice the use of nette imashita, which is in the past, for stating that the action happened in the past. Or apart from using the kodomo no toki, or when I was a child, using the nette imashita, a customary action that the speaker has done in the past. Wakatta? Wakatta ne? Now let me introduce to you another sentence pattern. It's plain form shi, then another sentence or maybe a fragment. Again, plain form shi, then another sentence or a fragment. Now when do we use this? First, when sentences are stated from a certain viewpoint, they can be linked using the structure. For example, sentences describing the merits of a particular subject are joined into one sentence using this pattern. Again, this sentence pattern is used when we are stating a certain viewpoint or maybe your own viewpoint. Let's take a look at our example. Wato sensei wa reshin dashi, majime dashi, keiken mo arimasu. Again, Wato sensei wa reshin dashi, majime dashi, keiken mo arimasu. Professor Watt is earnest and diligent and has experience. So the speaker uses the plain form shi sentence pattern in this sentence because he or she is expressing his or her own viewpoint. No? He is the one who is saying that Professor Watt is earnest, diligent, and has experience. It is from his or her own certain viewpoint. Now, another way of using plain form shi is when you want to express, or it can be used to state a cause or reasons when there is more than one cause or reason. Again, this structure is also used to state causes or reasons when there is more than one cause or reason for a sentence. Use of this structure implies the meaning of furthermore or on top of that. Again, when you have two or more reasons. Example, Eki kara chikai shi, kuruma de mo korareru shi, kono mise wa tottemo benri desu. Again, Eki kara chikai shi, kuruma de mo korareru shi, kono mise wa tottemo benri desu. This shop is very convenient. It's near the station and you can also come by car. So in the sentence pattern, you can see why the speaker is saying that the shop is convenient. And the reason for that is it's near the station and you can come by car. That's why we use the plain form shi sentence structure. There are two reasons for this sentence. Wakarimashita minasan? Wakatta ne? Now, when the speaker states reasons using the sentence pattern or using this pattern, he or she sometimes does not say his or her conclusion when it's understood from the context. Again, when you want to say something but then your listener already know what is the conclusion from your sentence, you can use this sentence pattern. Listen to this conversation or read this conversation. Musuko ni eigo wo oshiete itadakimasen ka? Again, Musuko ni eigo wo oshiete itadakimasen ka? Could you teach English to my son? Listen to the answer. Shuchu mo oishii. Mo sugu Nihongo no shiken mo aru shi. Again, Shuchu mo oishii. Mo sugu Nihongo no shiken mo aru shi. Sorry, I often go on a business trip and I have to take a Japanese exam soon. Now take a look at the answer of the speaker. He or she did not tell that he will not teach the son of the listener English language, but based on his answer and using the she pattern, it is already concluded that he or she cannot teach the English language to the listener's son because of the certain reasons, which is he or she often goes on a business trip and will be taking a Japanese exam soon, right? It is not stated that, sorry, I will not teach your son, but based on the sentence pattern, plain form she, and then the reasons, it is already concluded that he or she cannot teach English language due to certain circumstances. Wagatta. Now, there are cases when only one she is used in a sentence. Though the reason explicitly stated is only one, the existence of other reasons is implied by the use of she, which is not the case for kara. Again, the reason explicitly stated is only one, but the existence of she implies that there is other reasons. Example, Iro mo kirei dashi, kono kutsu wo kaimasu. Again, Iro mo kirei dashi, kono kutsu wo kaimasu. Because the color is beautiful, and for some other reasons, I'll buy this pair of shoes. So as you've seen in this sentence, the particle mo is often used in this sentence pattern. By the use of mo in Iro mo, the speaker implies the existence of the other reasons to emphasize his or her viewpoint. So, other than the beautiful color of the shoes, there are other reasons unstated by the speaker for the reason of buying that pair of shoes. Did you get that, everyone? I hope you do. Now, I know you often hear this one, soreni. Again, soreni. Now, when do we use this? Soreni is used when you add another similar fact or situation. Again, used when adding similar fact or situation. Example, どうして桜大学を選んだんですか? Again, どうして桜大学を選んだんですか? Why did you choose Sakura University? Take a look at the answer. 桜大学は父が出た大学し、いい先生も多いし、それに家から近いですから。Again, 桜大学は父が出た大学し、いい先生も多いし、それに家から近いですから。Because it's my father's alma mater, there are many good teachers, and besides, it's near my house. Noted that another similar fact or situation that added is that the university is near the house of the speaker. That's why he uses それに. See? それに家から近いですから. And besides, it's near my house. He added another similar fact to his sentence that's why he uses それに. Now, let me introduce to you another word that is oftenly confused with それに. And it's それで. Now, when do we use それで? それで is a conjunction used to show that what was said before is the reason or cause for the sentence following it. Again, it is used to show that what was said before is the reason or cause for the sentence following it. Take a look at our example. このレストランは値段も安し、美味しいんです。Again, このレストランは値段も安し、美味しいんです。The food is inexpensive and tasty in this restaurant. Now listen to this. それで人が多いんですね。Again, それで人が多いんですね。And that's why it is crowded. Now let's read this as a whole. このレストランは値段も安いし、美味しいんです。それで人が多いんですね。The food is inexpensive and tasty in this restaurant, and that's why it's crowded. So note that because the restaurant is inexpensive and tasty, the conjunction or the reason for that, and that is the reason for that. So that is why the restaurant is crowded. That's why the speaker uses sorede. Okay? It is used to show that what was said before, which is the food is inexpensive and tasty in the restaurant. And the reason is, or the cause of that is, that's why it is crowded. Wakarimashita minna. Now lastly, for lesson 28, we have ni. So when do we use ni? No? So let me show you first the sentence example and then I'll explain it to you. この喫茶店によく来るんですか? Again, この喫茶店によく来るんですか? Do you often go to this coffee shop? Now you might be wondering why I use ni instead of right? Because as I've told you or taught you from the JLPT N5 level is that when we use ikimasu, kimasu, and kairimasu, we use the particle to state or show a direction. But in this sentence pattern, the particle ni, which indicates one's destination, is used instead of the particle which shows direction. Okay? This one, okay, we use ni because we are indicating a destination, okay, which is the coffee shop or the kissaten, okay, instead of showing a direction. Destination, indicating one's destination instead of showing a direction. We are saying that the coffee shop is our destination, not that we're going there as a direction. So verbs like ikimasu, kimasu, and kairimasu and shuchoshimasu are used with either place or place ni. Again, when you want to show that that place is your destination, we use ni. But when you want or just state that that is your direction, you're going there, okay, or coming from there or going home, we use the place as a particle. Karimashita minasan. I know it's quite confusing, but try to understand or just think of what you are trying to say, okay, and then you're good to go.
Alright, that's just it for today. See you on our next videos. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to keep you updated on our lessons so you can master Japanese language in no time.